Hi, good morning, class 9. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fine, strong, fit, and happy, and working yourself into a discipline. And class 9, right? Panda is here. Panda, Pranjali, and all. Hi, Bindu. Hi, Alok, and those writers who are writing on the board. I forgot your names. Aman, hi Aman. So hi, everything is great, good going, and hope you guys to see you guys soon and be with you all guys. So I'm just on a temporary basis. I'm doing your SST for you, and as well as your English. I hope I'm able to explain things to you, and so keep yourselves motivated. Don't let your spirit go down. Don't let anything affect your what do you say, your social or your spiritual or your physical self, and interact with your parents. If you have any issues, talk to them. I was also sharing few quotes and of motivational quotes and sayings, which I write down sometimes, which I like or which I remember, which was shared with me during when my days. So I share with you. Basically, I'm not that what do you say, the phony guy. I'm not always on the phone, and it may be that way. So I am not into that actually. So generally I'm not on the phone. I am it's only it's a hi or a hello on the phone I speak, and that's it to be it. And I like to interacting with people face to face. That's more better than instead of typing. My fingers also pain because I don't like it. So I'm not that type, so I can't help it. So I'm never on the phone. So I look at people, they're always busy on the phone. But I am never busy. Either I'm listening to songs. I scroll only for songs, and one song takes at least 5 minutes or 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, again my finger scrolls. Otherwise, I put it on a random play mode so that I can listen to songs one after another. So I love songs. So that's me, and hope you guys are also doing the same and following your type of you. Try to be avoid from the phone. Be away from the phone. Be your normal self. Phones were not there also during earlier times. So in the coming years also we don't know now with this face mask, that MSG, what do you call, mask, sanitizer, and social distancing, SMS, social distancing, mask, and sanitizer, and message is mask, sanitizer, and gloves. Yes, message is MSG is mask, sanitizer, and gloves. SMS is sanitize, social distancing, mask, and sanitizer. Wow, great. So the phone language has come into the pandemic, also lockdown, right? So to take care of yourself. So be safe, be home, be safe, and let's crack it now. We were on that French Revolution part, and today I'm going to explain you, or rather share what I know about the. We had the state generals in 1789. I had been till there. They were separated into states, and there was a financial crisis because of that. Louis the 16th in 1774, and he and his wife together saw that there's nothing else left, and this is what happened. And there was a regressive tax system to the lower classes, and all which caused to the revolution, and everything went on, and they were what do you say, what I was going to say, they were also influenced with the American revolution, and because they were there with them, and a lot of points were there which I've already explained to you. So today is all about the States General for May 1789. Now the States Generals for the May 1789 was a general assembly representing the French states of the realm, the clergy, nobility, and the commoners together to sit, and summoned by King Louis it brought an end on the third estate to form a national assembly. It was organized with three estates: the clergy, nobility, and the rest of France. It had last met in 1614. Elections were held in the spring 1789. Suffrage requirements for the third estate were for French born and naturalized males aged 25 years or more who resided where the vote was to take place and who paid taxes. strong turnout produced 1,201 delegates, including 303 clergy, 291 nobles, and 610 members of the third estate. Okay, the first estate represented that 1,000 or the 1 lakh Catholic clergy, the church people. The church owned about 10% of the land and collected its own tax on peasants, which was torturing. The lands were controlled by bishop and abbots of monasteries, but two-thirds of the 303 delegates from the first estate were ordinary parish priests. Priests, or they were normal, they were below the bishop. Okay. And the parish priests, only 51 were bishops. The second estate represented the nobility, the nobles, about 4 lakhs men and women who owned 25% of the land and collected that tax, dues and rents from their peasants and tenants. They had given everything on rent. About a third of these deputies were nobles, mostly with minor holdings, lesser holdings of land. So the third representation was doubled to a 610 men, representing 95% of the population. Half were well educated lawyers or local officials. Nearly nearly a third were in trade and industry, 51 were wealthy and landowners. So this is what is all about the three estates when they formed this. This estate generals when they formed it in France in 1789. So together this meeting was held. Now to assess these delegates, books of grievances were compiled to list problems. Grievance means problems, complaints. These books were ideas which would have seemed radical only months before, however, were most supported by the monarchical systems when the monarchical system was there. Many assumed that estate generals would approve future taxes. Enlightenment ideals were rarely there, those enlightenments which were there. Pamphlets by liberal nobles, clergy became widespread after lifting the press censorship. The clergy type thing went away, presses started printing. The abbasius, the Catholic clergyman, theorist, Emmanuel Joseph Sieyès, was most commonly known as Abbé, was a French Roman Catholic clergyman and political writer. He was one of the chief political theorists of French Revolution and also played a prominent role in the French consulate. Emmanuel Joseph Sieyès, Abbé Sieyès, a theorist Catholic clergyman. Now, what is a clergyman? To give it in a very simple way, I'll just tell you. Clergyman is a male priest or a minister, religious leader, especially a Christian one. Okay, Christian leader or a priest. That is a clergy. That's we call clergy in our places. Then the priest we can call him. The second name is a priest for him. And he argued the paramount importance of the third estate in the pamphlet. What is the third estate? Now, what I had told you about the third estate was, what is the third estate actually? It was a political pamphlet shortly before the outbreak of the French Revolution by the French writer Abbé Manuel. Okay. It was his response to the finance minister ki what all is happening, the grievances. So that's because that was another cause for this thing to break out, the French Revolution, right? Before this it was made. He had written everything what has been until now in the political order. Nothing. What does it want to be? Something. What my point? Everything what was written has been until now in political order. Whatever is there in the third estate is written. Question mark. Nothing. What does it want to be? Another question mark. Something. So that is how Whatever was there in order. What was order? Nothing. Nothing was happening. Everyone was suffering. What does it want to be? We want to become something. That is the revolution. Okay. Got my point? Now, what was his writing in it? His writing was about that whatever I have written to the third estate, about whatever is written is the total account of the political situation. And what was this political situation? Nothing, zero. The top brasses or the top people have taken it from there. Everything is bankrupt. Now what is there? Nothing. What is there? What is to be done? We need to be done. There has to be done something. And what is that something? That is the revolution, a change. Got my point? So this is all about it, of the 1789 estates, which formed, and this was the actual information which we get from them. I'll come back in the next video.